Feel the magic under Keely's light. Hook in hand, we're gonna start today. Hook in love will show the way.
Hi, it's Keely Robertson from Hook in Love, and this week's tutorial is for the bird footprint crochet stitch. And this week I am using an Aran knit yarn, and I am using a 5mm hook. We are going to start with a multiple of 4 plus 2. And you'll do this for as long as you want your sample or item to be. So for mine, I'm going to do 22. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16. So that's 5 lots of 4 plus 2. So I shall do that and come back to you. So there we go. I have my chain, and for this row, you are going to work in your second chain from the hook. I tend to work in my back loop, but you don't have to. So I'm going to work in the second chain from the hook, and I'm making a US single, that's a UK double. So I'm going into, let me just start again, I'm going into the chain, pulling a loop through. I'll have 2 on the hook, and I'm going to pull through those 2. I am then going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, a train. 1, 2, 3. I'm skipping 3. 1, 2, 3, and then in the 4th I'm putting another single crochet, and I'm going to repeat that. So I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 3, and go into the 4th, get a bit more yarn, and again chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 3. I'm going to do that all the way along, and eventually I will get to the end and there'll be a single crochet in the end, so I shall join you there shortly. Okay, so here we are, and this is what we look like at the moment, and we're now going to start to work along. Now you can either chain 3, and that will count as a US double, UK treble, or you can do a standing US double or a standing UK treble. So I'm going to do a standing stitch. So I'm working in the first single crochet, so that's that one there, and I'm making my standing stitch, and then in that same space I'm making another US double or UK treble. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip these chains completely, and in the single crochet there, I'm going to place 3 US doubles, so that's 3 UK trebles. So yarning over, in, pull through, and then you pull through 2 and pull through 2. I'm going to do that 3 times. So I've got 2 there. Now I skip along this section again, and I go straight into the stitch that we've made there and put 3 US doubles. So 1, 2, 3. Again, no chains, straight into the next stitch. So I'm missing all the chains, and again another 3 in there. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now coming to the end, so again I'm going to go into the very first stitch made, and in there I'm going to place 2, and then we'll have a look at what we've made. So this is what you should be looking at now. So we've got 2 here, 2 here, and then 3 in the stitch below all the way across. We're going to go on now and make our 3rd row, and at this point now we're going to be repeating rows 2 and 3. Okay, now I'm going to chain 1, and we're going to turn, and we're going to make a UK double US single in the first stitch. we're going to chain 3 again. So this is going to feel very similar to the first round, isn't it? First row. So we're going to chain 3. Now at this point we're going to be working on this middle post. So you've got 1, 2, 3 stitches there. We're going into that middle one. Now we're not going into the top. We're still going to be making a US single. We're not going into the top. We're actually doing a back post. So this is the post, and you are going around the post. So you bring that post back. So can you see, if I look from there, the post is behind my hook, and I'm going to draw a loop through and pull through 2 on the hook. So I'm still doing that single crochet, but I'm doing it around the post rather than the top. So again, chain 3. We're going to do the same. So we're going to find the middle post, this one, and the hook is going from back behind to the front and then back behind, so that the post is behind my hook. I'm going to bring that yarn through. Sometimes you might find it's easier to actually hold it like that and bring it through. And then I'm going to complete my stitch. And then I'm going to chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. I'll just bring it a bit closer to the camera, so hopefully you can see that a little bit better. So again, I'm going from behind to the front and then back around the post. So the post is behind, and then drawing my yarn that way and completing the stitch. Oh, and I did do chain 3, forgot. And the same again, and then chain 3. Now I'll be at the end. So at this point I've got 2 stitches, so I'm going into that last stitch and making a US single crochet. So this is what you now currently have. And from this side it looks slightly different because it's starting to pull that stitch forward. Now here we are. I have done a few rounds of the stitch, and hopefully you can see that because of the way that you're working into that middle stitch and doing that back post, it gives you that bit of texture in the middle, which brings it forward and creates a really pretty stitch. For once you get into it, not that much effort. Hopefully you'll give that a go and see what you think of it. I do think it would make a really nice scarf. I'm not sure what else would you use it for. What do you think you would like to use this one for? But for me, certainly I can see a scarf out of that. And that is the bird footprint crochet stitch. So happy hooking!